be runs all over the place today. I'm just telling you that for now. Morris, you want to say something?
No, I just want to play one batter at a time here, guys. Defense. Back everybody up. That's all.
Mikey?
Guys, teamwork.
Anybody? Teamwork.
Fundamentals.
Let's go.
In the game,
Teamwork.
you got to get in front of it.
Know the circumstance. Know what comes to you, where you going with it. Right. That's the name of the game.
Most of the point.
Top of the first. Man on second, nobody out. Shalom. That's a base hit. No! Stop. Action. Top of the first. 2 men on, nobody out for Ali Marshall of the Phillies against the Maccabees. Windy day. Here's the pitch. Marshall. Off the glove of Lee. Can he get the out at second? No! Everybody is safe. It's going to be bases loaded. Ruby tried to barehand it there. Bases loaded, nobody out for the Phillies. First, bases loaded, nobody out for JT. That's a drive. That's a deep drive. Sonny makes the catch on the line.
He's coming.
Rameld will score. Everybody tags. 1-0 Phillies. Shama up. Men on second and third, 1 out in the first. Ground ball to third. DC bobbles it. Throws to first. Out at first. Plate to plate. Safe at the plate. 2-0 Phillies, top of the first. SNT first at bat in a couple of years. Came back to play with JT. That's a fly ball. That's deep. Sonny under it. Makes the catch. It was bases loaded, nobody out, minimal damage. Sonny, a couple of putouts there. Bottom of the first coming. David Rishdie. That looks like a gapper for Rishdie. It is. JT gets it in. JT collides in center, and David Rishdie is standing up at second base. That split the gap. No one was getting that one. That looks like a ground ball to second. Out at first. And the side is retired. But the Maccabees answer right back. 2-2 ball game. 2-2 ball game, Maccabees. Hey, catch.
Bounce back.
Zolta, what was the big highlight of this game here?
Big Alley rips a ball in the 7th inning. Rips a ball to Sonny. Pretty deep. He's in the gap. Sonny came up throwing, throws a rifle to Lee. Lee scoops it out.
Any argument from Allie?
Yeah, of course. I was safe. This guy was out by 3.5 feet. And Jordy is yelling at him, "Why are you passing my stop sign?"
Oh!
She's right.
Let me tell you something.
Jordy was the designated first base coach.
Yes.
What Norman doesn't know is that in the top of the 7th, they had first and second, no outs. And this guy
and a lefty up.
And this guy over here called some pitches that I haven't seen in years. Inside, outside.
Joey, what's your first take on M-Dog? What's your first take on M-Dog?
Mikey? M-Dog?
What's your first take on M-Dog?
Spectacular.
Mike, how's it feel to have a 45-year-old guy pull his hamstring first time on the field?
Unexpected.
No stretching.
You gotta stretch it.
No hits.
He thinks he's 11 again. He thinks he can.
Yeah.
Phillies, woo!
Who are we rooting for? Everyone's rooting for the Phillies?
Yes.
No Maccabee fans here?
Nope. Boo.
Who's this pretty girl? What's your name?
Jackie Towell's wife.
Okay. I was talking to this pretty girl.
Sally Towell's daughter.
JT, I wasn't flirting with your wife. I was talking to the little girl.
I wasn't tired.
5-0 Phillies. That's a rip. That's a fair ball. JT coming to third. JT gonna round third. Jaime Shama with a rip down the line. Phillies up 6-0.
Who's last batted out? Who's last batted out?
first and second, 2 outs.
Yeah.
Walk. Killer.
And then it exploded
And the
from there.
rally. Yep.
I guess so, yeah. Charlie, let's go! Phillies have just exploded. Kark, what's going on here, Kark? Edmund, what's happening here?
We've opened up the floodgates.
7 or 8 run inning, I think, just now. All with 2 outs. A 2 out, 8 run inning.
2-out rally. Come on, Sal! Sal, let's flip the lineup. Let's keep it moving.
Mikey Shalom pitching to Solomon Dweck. H, I got your rip on video. Down the line.
Good job, Romy. Doing a great job, Bob.
Thank you. Solomon Dweck, that's a drive to center. A.B. Cohen is there. And finally, the Phillies. That 3rd out, long time coming.
Let's go, baby. Come on.
Now we saw what we're capable of doing.
Sandy, we are live for our Week 1 recap. I want to thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And I'd like to go over the 8 games that we had, the 4 different matchups in Week 1.
Okay.
And since you are the manager of the Maccabees, I'd love to begin with what happened with the Maccabees and a very short-handed Philadelphia Phillies team who showed up at Racetrack 1 without A.B. Cohen, their pitcher.
Yes, and of course, entire league's condolences do go out to A.B. Cohen on the loss of his father. But there were games. It was a very typical opening day feel at the ballpark, I found. First of all, the weather felt like it was late March, early April game. A little mist in the air. It started raining a little bit during the game. There was a nip, a little cold. So it had that feel. The guys, were getting into it, but a lot of them feeling their way around, some rookies. So really felt like opening day.
Well, speaking of rookies, how was David D.C. Cohen at third?
He was great at third. I think made most, if not every play that came his way. Very sharp with the glove. Did not look like a rookie out there at all.
How was Joey Joko Cohen?
Joey, unfortunately, suffered an injury in the first game. He started out in the field, then hurt his hamstring running to first on a ground ball. Did not play the rest of the day. Joey sat. Maybe he finished the first game out batting, but then did not play at all in the second game. So Joey is day-to-day right now. We don't have any further reports on that. We will as the week progresses.
Well, bottom line, game 1 started, and the Phillies won the toss and elected to be the road team. So they were actually the road team for both games, and they jumped out to a 2-0 lead pretty quickly off Mikey Shalom.
Yes, jumped out before you could turn around. It was 2-0, couple hits. Scored on some outs also, and just did the little things to get a couple of runs across the board, and all of a sudden we're up down 2-0 before we even came to the plate, and our star center fielder answered the call. Mo walked to start the game. Now we're facing Nathan Kushner at this point. I know Ali pitched most of the day, but the Phillies went with Kushner to start. He walked Shama, and then A.B. hit a mammoth home run to dead center over JT's head and got the game tied, and that sort of brought us to life in a big way.
Okay, well, sometimes opening day, you get a little nervous, you're a little uptight, you don't know what you're dealing with as a team. I think the Phillies had bases loaded, nobody out in the first inning, and they scored 2, but the damage was minimized.
Yes.
The Phillies lineup is pretty fierce.
It's a very difficult lineup to navigate. The whole lineup is filled with formidable hitters. You talk about facing Jordy Ramel, Ruby Shalou, JT, Ali Marshall, That's all the first, that's your first 4 guys.
Jaime.
Then you got Jaime. You got to deal with Solly End, who had a great day. And then even the bottom of the order, you got guys like Edmund Dweck who can hit, Billy Mizrahi.
Sure.
I mean, these are real hitters.
So Billy Mizrahi's a leadoff hitter
absolutely,
sometimes. So.
absolutely. The team is definitely stacked with hitters. It's a hard lineup to get through. And in game 1, Mikey did a great job of doing that. After the first inning, gave up 1 run the rest of the way. Not a lot of jams even. We scored 2 in the second. Right away after that. Again, the details escape me totally how we did it.
That's okay. So you went up 4-2. I think it went to 5-2 and 5-3.
Yes. But really, we felt in control of that game. And it was a nice win for us. Like I said, down 2-0 before you come up, and to get the win against a team like that. Ali came in midway.
I was going to ask you, at what point did they pull Kushner? And
Kushner, I think, went 3 and left at 4-2. I believe we scored 1 run against Ali. He pitched the last 4 innings. Did a good job. I mean, Ali's done it in this league. I think he pitched in 2010 the entire season one year and got to the World Series. I think he got to within 1 win of the World Series.
I mean, Ali could basically do anything. He could play center. He could play short.
Absolutely.
Of course he could pitch. He'll get the ball over. I just hate taking him out of shortstop. But on this team, they have Jordy. They have Jaime. They can shift people over. They're a deep team. They're a good team. I did predict the Maccabees to sweep only because they were missing A.B. Cohen. In fact, when we filmed originally, I put it as a split. And then when everything happened with A.B. that he was going to miss this week, I went to Maccabees sweep based on that. But boy, was I proven wrong with the Phillies going out to an 8-0 lead in Game 2. And did it end up in a mercy, or was that a final 7-inning game?
No, it ended up in a mercy. And yes, in the second inning, and this was, we talked about it on our bench, the turning point of the game with Isaac Mino Dweck up, first and second, 2 out, still 0-0 at this point. As a 10 hitter, he can hit. There's no question we respect him, but he was walked, and that 2-out walk led to Jordy. Jordy made us pay, and then the merry-go-round just kept going.
And going.
Ruby, then I think JT was hitting third that game, followed by Ali, followed by Jaime, followed by Billy, and before you knew it, it was 8-0. Now, they stayed at 8 for a couple of innings. Mikey held them down after that, and then we chipped away a little bit. 2 runs here, 2 runs there. Before you knew it, it was 8-5. A.B. Jeff, another home run, and some timely hitting by David Rishti, Sonny Shalom, a few other guys with RBIs. It's 8-5.
You're in the game.
We're in the game. 4th or 5th inning, same thing happened. First and second, 2 out, and another walk to Mino. And then, again, the same thing, some 2-out hits. I mean, they hit the ball hard. Of course, we weren't as sharp as we'd want to be in the field. First week, whatever it is, no excuses. But, again, it's everything combined, and they just...
It's funny, because like you said, Mino can hit.
Yeah, definitely.
But you got to make him hit. You can't walk him, and you certainly can't walk him twice. Once in a while, you get away with that, but the Phillies did not let Mikey get away with it.
And Mikey, to his credit, came out and just said, this is on me. I mean, I can't do that. And he, he's a man. He's pitched in this league before. You're not going to get any games really with him giving up 20 runs. You've caught him. He doesn't have games like that.
It happens. Sometimes you lose the plate and you walk some people. And in this league, you walk people, it's going to come back to kill you. So the Phillies got their split that they needed.
Yeah, and like I said, they were great in Game 2. It was a nice series, a nice week for both teams. Each got a win, and it was 2 well-played games. And like I said, everybody behaving on the field. It was very nice.
Great to hear. And the Phillies really were. I saw JT after Game 1, and I told him, JT, you got to somehow eke out this win. You don't want to be 0-2, and you don't want A.B. Cohen, finding out that he got swept and he's already in a hole at 0-2 when he arrives.
Good point.
JT disagreed. He said, our team is good. We know we're good. And whether we win this second game of the season or not is not going to change our season. We're good either way. Of course, he wants to win, and he did win. To me, I think it's huge that they eked out a win against what's considered a good team without their starting pitcher. So now they're 1-1. The Maccabees are 1-1, and we go on to week 2 where the Phillies should be at full strength. So I think the Phillies.
You got AB coming in, and definitely, no, they're a good team. There's no question.